And he's a really big fan of giving berry sandwiches.
Berry sandwich.
So I play Rebecca Chambers.
Yeah, look, you got the guns, dude. You could play live action, Chris. Hell yeah. Hey, how's it going, man?
We're big fans.
Did Capcom ever reach back out to you about reprising the role again in a future installment?
Rebecca Chambers, the actress that played her, is she going to be involved in your future project?
She will be indirectly reprising the role.
And why don't we give it up for these guys right here?
Hey guys, JJ here, and today I am joined by Road Team member Andrew as we are at the Retro Gaming Convention in Portland, Oregon. Today we're going to be going around checking everything out. We're going to be doing interviews with the Resident Evil 1 and Resident Evil 1 Remake cast and others like Guile from Street Fighter. It's going to be a good one, so come with us on this journey through Retro Gaming Convention. Andrew, anything you would like to say?
Nope.
Two places. I'm Albert.
There's Charlie. There's a Resident Evil game.
Nice meeting you. Yeah, hopefully you're enjoying your time here. I am. That's cool. All right, Andrew and I are here at the Retro Gaming Expo in Portland, Oregon, and as you can see, we got Mortal Kombat cast over here. We got a bunch of different things going on over here, Legos, and we got some games set up. And then over here, we should have the Resident Evil cast, Charlie, Greg, and Eric. And I also know that the Resident Evil 1 Remake cast is here. We got Heidi, we got Joe, we got Hope, and we got Peter Jessup. So a lot of Resident Evil actors here today. We got Jeff, Street Fighter, Greg Smith, Barry Burton, Eric Pirius, Albert Wesker, and then Charlie Krevzlowski, Chris Redfield. Really good Jill cosplay right here. That's Annie. He's showing it off. He's recording you. Not that close. You can't even see the costume.
You get stickers?
Yeah.
Like job stickers?
Aussie
stickers.
Aussie stickers.
Yep, dude.
Look, there you go.
That's sick.
Have you been a good boy, Andrew?
No, dude.
Oh, well, you better get a sticker then.
You know that.
This is the ultimate. We got to get a chill so we can do a berry sandwich.
Hi, JJ.
Hey, how's it going, man?
We're big fans.
Oh, cool. Thank you. Appreciate
Love
that.
your
guys.
reviews. Love your playthroughs. man.
Yeah.
Appreciate that,
And
guys.
they do great interviews.
Thank you.
Yes.
So tell me, Greg, what has it been like? So this is your second convention, correct?
Second in America, yep.
How many have you done overseas?
One. Third one.
How has it been like being able to attend these things for you?
Absolutely fantastic. Not only that, I get to travel from Australia. I come here, I have a look around. I've had a lovely time walking around the streets, Portland, and checking it out, going to waterfalls and that, and hanging out with my friends. So I'm really loving it. And then this is the icing on the cake. So many people enjoy meeting us, enjoy chatting with us. It's just the best.
And he's a really big fan of giving berry sandwiches.
Yes, a berry sandwich is a berry sandwich.
Charlie,
Yes, sir.
tell me, this is your second convention, right?
Well, I guess third, if you count like Creature Feature Weekend was a small event, but I don't know if you count that as a convention. But yeah, well, my third event, I guess.
Okay, and how has it been doing these things ever since we got together a couple of years ago?
You know, it's been amazingly fun. Like, I just wish that I could just do this every day. It's like I wish this is my life every day. Getting to go to cool cities and hang out with friends and fans, you know, and then of course filming with you, The Keeper's Diary. That was like the time of my life. So I can't wait for Resurrection next year. and yeah, just living the dream.
So we're here with Eric.
Yeah.
Tell me, what has it been like? This is your first convention, right?
It is my first convention, that's right, yeah.
How has all this stuff been for you ever since we started doing all this stuff a couple of years ago?
Well, it's been an evolving discovery, you know. The initial stuff, we've all talked about that, and now being around the fans, people that this means a lot to, is another element, you know, where you get to really see how people connect with the characters, and you know, face to face, you feel that. It's cool.
Well, we're glad you're having fun, and hopefully we can do some more stuff coming down the road.
Yeah, sounds good. All right, guys, peace. All right. Or no, not peace.
Peace.
I'll kill you.
I'll kill you, says Wesker. All right. Thanks, Eric.
All right, guys, now we're heading over to the Resident Evil 1 Remake cast over this way. We got Hope Levy, Rebecca Chambers in the Resident Evil 1 Remake.
It's always a pleasure to be here. I act like I've been here before. Actually, this is my Portland game debut. Being here, yes. And I'm loving the city of Portland and being at this convention. It's a lot of fun. So I play Rebecca Chambers. Yeah. What else can I say? It's an exciting day so far. I'm having a good time meeting a lot of wonderful fans and friends, making new friends. And like my friend over here, Mr. Peter Jessup. There he is. Hello. Here, hello.
Hello.
So tell me about who you play, you turncoat.
Well, I play Albert Wesker, who I believe is slandered by fans. Some people say he's evil, the evil in Resident Evil. However, I think he's just a good, solid team leader who wants to grow mutant monsters.
Are you guys enjoying your time here at this convention?
Yeah, it's been great. And Portland is beautiful. What a great town.
Awesome. Well, thank you. Yeah, it looks like you got a lot of cool prints here, a lot of people stopping over to see you guys, and we appreciate you coming by for this event. So thank you very much. Everybody appreciates it. Hope you guys enjoy the rest of your time here. We're just going around right now and just checking it out. Yeah, there's so much stuff going on. Yeah, cool. Well, thanks, guys.
All right. One thing I wanted to ask really quick is if we can make it happen, would all of you guys be interested in coming out to the Rose Studio and maybe doing an interview or a playthrough? Northern Michigan.
Oh my gosh, I have to go to Michigan. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
It's in the UP on the border of Wisconsin.
So let's make that happen.
Yeah.
To actually go to the state of Michigan.
Okay.
So yes.
Okay. There you go. Hopefully we can make this work.
All right, guys, we are about to interview Joe White and Heidi Anderson, Chris Redfield, and Jill Valentine in the Resident Evil 1 Remake. Let's do it. All right, guys, we have Heidi Anderson, Jill Valentine, and the Resident Evil 1 Remake. Personally, my favorite remake of all time. Heidi, it's so nice to see you. Thank you so much for putting this together and coming to this convention to meet fans. I think everybody appreciates it. You did a fantastic job as Jill, and I'm sure you're aware, but Jill Valentine is one of the biggest fan favorites. So, Heidi, how is your experience thus far here at the Portland Retro Gaming Convention? I'm going to give it to you.
Okay, this has been a really pleasant surprise. The fans are so nice. They're super chatty. And so I've really had a good time talking with the fans and getting to know them and hearing about their experiences with Resident Evil, which I love. And I heard, like, one of the great things I heard today was, "I never let you die." I was like, that's so sweet. And he's like, "Never, ever let you die."
That was sweet, and then it got a little creepy there at the end when he said never, ever, right?
No,
That's good. Everybody's been that we've talked to, and all the people that we've met have been super nice, and I'm sure you guys have had people up here all day. A question for you now. What has been kind of your favorite moment thus far here at this convention? You have anything stand out? Anybody that came up that was just something that you stood out to you?
I wouldn't say anybody specifically, but I've heard several times that Remake was their first game. Like the first game they ever played, and that Jill Valentine was the first character they ever played it with, and how much it meant to them. And that's always such a thrill for me because it's such a gift.
Yeah.
You know, it's something I did so long ago, and to know that my voice still resonates for them and did resonate when they first started. So it's a gift. I really love
Definitely. I mean, you played the part perfectly, and that game just, it was only 6-year gap between Resident Evil 1 to the remake, and I think it was the perfect made Resident Evil game. So when I think of Jill, a lot of the time I think of the original Jill or the remake Jill. Like, that just kind of sticks in my head. Your voice, is the character for me. So what is one of your favorite lines for Jill? Do you have a favorite line, anything that you recorded?
Yes. So I didn't know that Resident Evil was a big hit until 2017, and so it was a great awakening for me. And I was told about the cutscenes. I was like, "What's a cutscene?" And they said you can find them on YouTube. And so I was like, so I pulled up YouTube online and Resident Evil Heidi Anderson, and I was like, and it was like really a surprise because I'd never seen the artwork before. Yeah. I'd never seen the game. I'd never seen any of it. And I was like clicking through the cutscenes, and it was jarring because I was like, that's my voice. That's me from 15, 17 years ago. And so I heard one line where I had the walkie-talkie and I was going, Enrique! Enrico! And I was like, oh, I did that well. I sound like I cared. I sound like I was sad. Like I was really sad about that. So to me, that was a good line. I liked that.
That's a good one. And as you're saying, it did add so much character. You guys added so much more character to the characters because in the original, it was very much before a lot of that. So a lot of the lines were very, condensed for the English and Japanese audience. So it's easy to understand for the Japanese, but there's just so much more character added. You did a fantastic job as Jill Valentine in the Resident Evil 1 remake. Did Capcom ever reach back out to you about reprising the role again in a future installment?
No, they have not. And they should. And at the very least, they should say, let's give Heidi a cameo.
I think that's a fantastic idea. Yeah. What do you guys think? I think bring back Heidi as a cameo or Jill Valentine in a future Resident Evil game. There, Joe's behind it. I want to thank you for allowing us to come chat with you. It's so cool that you're here. And I have one more question for you. If we were to ever have you out, if we ever open the door, which it is open, to the Rose Studio to have you and the original Resident Evil 1 remake cast come out to the Rose Studio to do an interview, would that be something you would ever be interested in?
No pressure. No pressure. Not in the hot seat here at all. Yeah, we would love it, especially if I came out with my partners in crime. Yes.
Thank you very much. Now we can move over to Joe. We got Joe White, Chris Redfield here from the Resident Evil 1 remake. Joe, how has you got a Jill.
I got you a sandwich, but I got started on it already, so...
Thanks, bro. I appreciate that. I'll put it in my pocket and eat it later. That's a Jill sandwich, right? Yeah, it's a Jill sandwich. So, Joe, how has your experience been going here at the Portland Retro Gaming Convention?
This has been the coolest convention that I've been to yet. It's definitely the largest, and the people here have been fantastic. I'm here with my buddy Heidi and Hope, and if you get a chance to see Hope's show, absolutely do it. It's the Connie Converse universe starring Hope Levy. She sings like a Broadway star. I mean, really incredible. But we've had a fantastic time so far. We got to hang out with you guys a little bit, the ROE crew, who are just awesome. What else? Look around. I mean, everything you want is here. The big problem for me coming to these things is that I spend all the money that I make signing autographs on stuff, and then my wife gets mad at me.
That's always a problem, but at least, you're enjoying your time here and, absolutely killed it as a young Chris Redfield, like I was just saying. Yeah, to Heidi, you guys added so much more character to the characters. So now, Chris has had an evolution, and I think he's been in the most Resident Evil games to date. And he's just, continued going through different arcs. And what do you think of Chris, since you were the first Chris Redfield in the Resident Evil 1 remake, what do you think of his where he's at now, his evolution?
Well, I like where he's at now, but he took a pretty circuitous route to get there. I think... Resident Evil 5 and 6 were a pretty big departure for the character. I always wanted him to be a normal guy. and he went a little bit towards the superhero-esque, the punching boulders and all that. And then they brought him back, and I really like what Jeff Shine's done with him. I think if they remake the remake, which is the rumor, I don't know if there's any real credence to that, but I hope they use Jeff. I mean, I would love to come back and do the voice again, but I think Jeff does a really great job with it.
That's good. Yeah, they made him a lot more grounded, right? You did get a little hulky there for a little bit, boulder punching Redfield. Yeah, look, you got the guns, dude. You could play live action, Chris. Hell yeah. All right, so do you have a favorite line or something very memorable from your experience, recording a line that stood out?
One of the most iconic lines is probably, make for that mansion. Remember? Damn it. Make for that mansion. Jill's about to get chewed on, and Wesker says, Jill, this way. And Chris says, make for that mansion. But then he's got a couple of other really good lines. Wesker, you test tube freak.
Come on, you test tube freak.
And, he's got a couple of good lines, but...
That was good. Thank you so much for doing that for us. And my last question, because I'm going to put you on the spot, just like we put everybody on the spot. But we have not had all of you out for an interview other than RoCon that we've done before. But would you be interested if we ever got you guys to come out to the Rose Studio? The community would love it. Would you ever be interested to come do an interview and a Let's Play?
No.
That's what we were waiting for, right? We knew it was coming.
Of course I would. I would be there in a heartbeat. Anything for you guys. Anything for Rose Squad.
Appreciate that a ton, man. Thank you so much. And thank you, Heidi. Thank you guys for being super cool. It's been a blast hanging out with you. I'm glad you guys are having a good time.
Nice to finally meet you guys. I mean, we've been friends online for a couple of years now, right? And, so...
I feel like I know you, but we just never met in person.
Yeah. And this guy behind the camera, Andrew Salo, the director of Keeper's Diary, I want you to know that. And also a good personal friend of mine who I'm meeting for the first time. So thank you.
Thank you very much, guys. And you killed it in the Keeper's Diary. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Have a good rest of your... I'm sure we're going to see you again soon. Thank you for taking time to chat with us. Bye.
I'm going to get you guys on camera here for a second. Okay. So, Charlie, it is my understanding that Hope is a relative by marriage. Is that correct?
That's right. She's my cousin-in-law.
So, as fate would have it, one of the founding people who started Resident Evil just happens to be related to, by marriage, Rebecca Chambers' voice actress in the remake. So, you guys want to talk to us a little bit about that?
Yeah.
Well, I'm in shock personally because I didn't even know this.
I only found out a couple weeks ago when I was talking to Joe White, and he was like telling me who else is represented by his agent, and he's like, Hope Levy. I'm like, this can't be Hope Levy, like my cousin-in-law Hope Levy, like, and then I kind of like looked on Joe's page and I like left you a comment, but we're all busy, so I think none of us saw.
I didn't see it. I'm sorry.
No. But I think it was like almost perfect that we ran into each other, and I'm like trying to give her a hug, and she's like, who are you?
Okay,
because we haven't seen each other in so long. Yeah.
And you're like, no, it's not
It was
Chris.
so funny.
It's your cousin by marriage. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean,
so strange. Like I think
Poor thing, you're like, yes.
My memory of, I don't know if it was the last time I saw you, but I have like a poignant memory of like having Thanksgiving together in LA.
Yes.
But yeah, I think that was like maybe the last time I saw you, and then it would have probably only been a few years after that I was in Resident Evil, and then a few years after that you're in Resident Evil. It's like we
just haven't
didn't
seen each
know.
other.
Yeah.
Who knew? That's
kind of.
Yeah. Well, when
crazy.
you're a voice actor, usually you don't see us. So, and that's what happened. So, but you were the on camera, and I was the voice, and our crowds never met until we got never pathed until we got to the Portland Retro Gaming Expo.
I know.
And the rest is
Funny,
history because
right?
we're here.
It's just like
making new history.
Such strange coincidence. I know.
I'm really worried about you.
I totally need that. Do you have that?
I have the serum. I have
Because
it.
I got bit. I think it's bad.
It looks really bad, but
Right?
I think I can help you.
I'm getting hungry.
I know I can help. Oh my gosh. I'm not the one you want to take it out on, okay?
No,
please.
no.
Let's just play Moonlight Sonata, and once we play that, it's perfect. The music. Nah, it's a little dark. It's so gloomy. The
is
song,
good.
yeah.
JJ.
What's that?
Thank you.
Hey, thank you.
Thank you.
You're the man. I wish we had a mic over here so I could get you to do one of your sinister, evil Wesker lines.
You got the shotgun mic, right?
Oh yeah. Give us your Wesker.
This is the Wesker.
Oh, that makes sense. Yeah, it's just him, dude.
The original Wesker was literally just me being like a military badass dude.
That was fantastic.
Yeah.
Thank you. I can hear it when you talk. It's wild.
Hey everybody, we are here with Jeff Liebengood, and correct me if I'm wrong, but you were Guile in the original Street Fighter game, correct?
Correct. Street Fighter 2.
Street Fighter 2 Turbo.
Made that in Thailand, actually. It was a 2-day shooting. We did half the shooting in Bangkok and the other half in Chiang Mai, which is northern Thailand.
That's very good. And how did you go about getting this role? Did Capcom reach out, or did you audition, or anything like that?
Well, this was back in 1993 when we did the shooting, and at that time, I was part of a promotion agency called E-Promotions, and I had done different television commercials, things like that, so I kind of had a name and a certain character. I had won the All-World Air Force Bodybuilding Championship, middleweight, and the All-Pacific Armed Forces, and so I had that persona of a muscular guy. Capcom reached out to all the different agencies, and they were looking for the right character for Guile. And E-Promotions sent my stuff in, and fortunately was chosen. And they asked to meet me, and so I went down to a screening for them. And fortunately, as soon as I walked through the door, they're like, "We want you to do it." So they negotiated everything with E-Promotions, and that's basically how it all started.
So you were showing me some pictures yesterday training with Bob Sapp.
All right.
I broke my nose.
Okay, good.
How's it look?
Kind of like a young Michael Jackson.
I love little Michael.
How did that come about?
Well, at that time, I was very well known throughout Japan. I had my own TV commercials, a very state-of-the-art gym that I put together over there. So he came over, we met, and he really liked what he saw and what he heard, and that's how we started. We signed the contract, and I got to train with him.
So you were over in Japan for quite a while. Do you want to tell us a little bit how long you were over there, and maybe a little bit about your I guess bodybuilding experience and all that kinds of stuff?
Well, I'm going to date myself now by telling you how long I was over there, but I was over there for 38 years. I went over when I was 18 years old with the U.S. Air Force. So I was stationed at Yokota Air Base, and during that time I played football for them, won the offensive MVP for the year and the offensive MVP in the championship game, and the Ricky Bell MVP. So I thought, well, at only 155 pounds and getting smacked around pretty good, I better get ready for the next season. So went to the gym, and 10 months later, the body it literally had changed. People started encouraging me, hey, why don't you compete? So I thought, well, you can't have anybody carrying your bags for you. It's you against the steel, whether you're tired, whether you're unmotivated, it does not matter. You got to do it. So I really enjoyed that, me challenging the steel, and I went, my first contest was the All-World Mr. Air Force Hawaii in Honolulu. So I won the middleweight division and the best poser there. And then that just grew in my motivation and pushed me further, and then I ended up winning the Pacific All-Armed Forces bodybuilding show in 1988. Yeah.
Have you ever done like Mr. Universe or anything like that, or?
No, I met Joe Weider, and I met all those guys when they came over for the NPC championships, and the guest posers that they'd bring over, and I got to talk with Joe Weider for quite a while, and he really liked what he saw and said, hey, I'm going to put you in Muscle and Fitness. And I was like, wow, because we're buying the magazine every month, and when you're that age, you're starstruck to see all these guys. And so I've had a colorful career over there, over everything that I've done, more than a lot of people have done in a lifetime, and I'm just so grateful and blessed to the good Lord for it.
Thank you for your service, by the way.
Thank you.
This is Guile signing off with a sonic boom.
Everyone, before we start, we don't know where Jill is. We cannot help you with Jill, so save that question, because if you ask where Jill is, we're going to have the bouncer drag you out by the ears, right? Because you're not using them. We don't know where Jill is.
Has anybody in here seen The Keeper's Diary? Okay,
Right,
cool.
So a fair few of you.
Anyone see that Barry wasn't in it?
All right, cool. Have any of you seen the most recent interview The Road did with these guys where we announced our latest project? Okay, so the next project we're going to be working on is a fan series. It's going to be a short fan series where these guys are indirectly reprising their roles, and it's going to be a more recent story in the Resident Evil timeline. And it's going to take place, I believe, in Mexico somewhere, and there's an outbreak, and the team has to respond to the outbreak, and Eric is involved, and we all know what happened to his character, and we're going to figure out how he's back and all these kinds of things, and it's not going to be, what is it from the new Star Wars movie? Somehow he returned.
Somehow Palpatine returned.
So it's not going to be like that.
A bit like in Dallas, where he wakes up, it was all a dream, and he wakes up
Yeah,
alive
no,
like
it's not
Bobby
gonna,
Ewing.
we're not doing that either. So, but yeah, that will be the next thing we'll be doing. And I don't know if a lot of you know, but Joe White voiced the Keeper over Charlie in The Keeper's Diary.
Two Chris's are better than one.
Charlie will be voicing and acting this time, and Joe White will also have a separate role where he's going to be on screen. And we've been talking with some other people. I can't really give too many details away, but yeah, just keep an eye out for that on the Residents of Evil, and we're hoping to launch the crowdfunding maybe by the end of the year, probably beginning of next year, and hopefully we can get shooting summer next year. So we'll see. That depends on if we hit the crowdfunding goal, but it'll all be filming in southern Utah. So I don't know. Do you have any more questions about any of that?
I had an idea, and I put it to Capcom that's kind of fallen flat.
Yeah.
I suggested that, you know, the Expendables, they brought back all the old guys. They need to bring us back because all
That's
the
what
new-
we're doing.
No, but you know, Capcom pay more.
Yeah. All right.
So I saw in one of your recent Residents of Evil videos that you'd found Rebecca Chambers, the actress that played her. Is she going to be involved in your future project that you're talking about, the upcoming one, or is it?
Yeah, so Linda is a very lovely person, and she will be indirectly reprising the role that she did many years ago, and she has a pretty big part. But yeah, I can't give too much away, but hopefully that answers the question. Yeah.
Yep, right here. There you go.
You snuck up right behind
She came out of nowhere like a hunter. So, for you, Charlie, being able to be brought into The Keeper's Diary, you know, and filming for the first time since, well, I don't know about the first time, you know, for fan films, just what nostalgia. Did it feel like you were filming again back in '96? Like, how was that for you?
I mean, no, it was like the most amazing experience, like even better, like like having a say in the creative part of it, you know, feeling like an equal, like with the filmmaker, instead of just, you know, someone that they hired for the day. And we've become, you know, we're going to be like lifelong friends at this point. Like we just really bonded, and the same thing with everyone else that, you know, we had this all-star cast of producers from, you know, like all these people that have been streaming about Residents of Evil for like 20 years. And it's just growing, like it's a groundswell, and it's just so fun. And I'm hoping that more and more people will glam onto it. And you know, we raised $50,000 for The Keeper's Diary. It's amazing what this man did with $50,000. Like the CGI is amazing. So imagine what we could do with $100,000, and that's what we're going to try and do. And we're going to try and just keep growing if we can. And you know, we're old farts, but you know, we're still here. We're still ticking.
Very lovable old fart.
I beg to differ.
We'll make sure we get the stunt doubles for you.
I'd like to go a little bit further. If it hadn't been for Andrew, we probably wouldn't be here now.
Yeah.
Because
for sure.
Andrew took the courage to contact these guys.
Yeah, he paid for this guy's plane ticket out of his own pocket. He's just a regular guy, you know. He's not
and
like
I
a
was
rich
just
guy.
there, and he said, "Can you be in Utah on the 6th of June?" And I just said, "Oh shit, mate, buy me an air ticket. I'll be there, no worries." And next thing, he bought me an air ticket, and I felt really bad. I took it, but we wouldn't be having all this fun. You wouldn't have it. You'd be looking at blank microphones because Andrew got it all together. So he really deserves An acclamation. Yeah. Well done, Andrew.
All right, guys, we want to thank you all for coming out to the panel. You've been great. And why don't we give it up for these guys right here?
Take some photos, guys. Come on, take some photos. Free photo time. And the Barry sandwich. There you go, guys. The Barry sandwich. Hey.
Oh, Barry, I love you too. I love you too.
All right, everybody, that's it for this video, Portland Retro Gaming Expo. Yeah, had a lot of fun here today. If you like this video and you want to see more like it, or if you want to see us attend more conventions, let us know in the comments below. We're always looking to do fun stuff here at the Residents of Evil. So, anyways, JJ, do you have anything you want to say signing out?
Thank you so much for watching, and we hope to see you back at the Residents of Evil.
Hey everyone, before signing off really quick, I want to give a few shout outs and thank yous to a small handful of people who kind of helped make this whole thing possible. So to start off, John Pike, aka Johnny Cass, Greg Smith, and Charlie Kraslovsky. They kind of organized the whole event. It was originally supposed to be Greg, Eric, Charlie attending to do autographs and signings, and then from there they got the row involved and got JJ and I to be able to go out there. So without you, none of it would be possible, so thank you guys. And then obviously, of course, the Portland Retro Gaming Expo themselves, and Gerald Levinson and Hans Reuter, not Hans Gruber, Hans Reuter, who are kind of the event coordinators and run the show over there. So thank you, gentlemen. And then lastly, a couple people who were kind of helping us out the whole time we were there. Annie Roig, who you may also know as the Cosplay Mom on Instagram, Ethan Klein, and Jim Baxter. So without you guys, we would have been lost. So again, thank you, all of you who I've mentioned, for your help in making this happen and helping us while we were there and things like that. So anyways, thanks again, guys. That's all I have. We'll see you on the next one.